You're free now. Free to stream beyond your wildest dreams. Free to be everything you imagine, and then some. That's how it feels to have Quantum Fiber. Your world unleashed. Learn more at quantumfiber.com. Limited availability. Service in select locations only.
Welcome to the KSL Real Estate Show. Hear updates on the national and local Utah real estate markets. We cover residential and commercial properties. Plus, get inspiring ideas to make your house a home from our sponsor, Osmond Designs. Here's Heather Osmond and Jeff Caplan on KSL News Radio.
Welcome to the Real Estate Show. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm Jeff Caplan. Heather Osmond is here from Osmond Designs. Her stores are in Lehigh and Orem. And Heather, today is 7 months till Christmas. Are you getting the decorations out?
Are you serious, Jeff? 7 months?
Time marches on?
Oh, no, we are not doing Christmas at Osmond Designs. We're doing the Parade of Homes, Jeff. It's kind of like the Super Bowl at Osmond Designs. So much fun. It's full on chaos. We have throw pillows everywhere. You know, Jeff and I, we always are joking about all the throw pillows that we have at our store, but we sell so many throw pillows. They go on beds, they go on sofas, you know, everything good at Osmond Designs. Designer fabrics, all the neutrals, you know, all the different textures, the velvets, the linens, everything in between. Throw pillows is where it's at. I'm just saying. We will be showcasing some of those at the Parade of Homes coming up. And right now, Jeff, I'm feeling a little guilty because I'm sitting here in a KSL studio while my entire team is setting up 3 parade homes for the Utah Valley Parade right now. They're running the stores. And I just get to sit here and have fun with you for an hour, which is great.
Until problems turn up. Then you're going to be mighty busy.
After I leave here, you know, all heck breaks loose, but it's fine. You know, I live for this. I'm passionate about it. We love working on the Utah Valley Parade of Homes and showcasing what we have been working on all year long. And today is, you know, definitely one of the highlights of our day is the setup. It's fun to rub elbows and shoulders and be a team of an incredible project. Each and every one of these parade homes has a story. Oftentimes it is someone's dream home. It's, you know, their retirement. They've worked all their lives to have a home that they love to be in and they've, you know, blood, sweat, and tears to get into this home. Others are spec homes, and these builders have dreams of making money and income for their families. So I admire them. I admire the people that work on the parade homes. There's so many hours that are put into these homes and overtime and things that are overnighted because something came in damaged or broken or missing a part. And it's really fun to be part of the adventure and the story.
So you have these spec homes and thousands of spectators. Are tickets still available?
They sure are, Jeff. Yes, the parade starts June 8th. And so tickets are on sale right now. Osmond Designs and Central Bank, we partner actually to be the title sponsors for the parade, and they give us the opportunity to sell discount tickets at both of our locations. So at our Osmond Design stores, we have $22 tickets. They're normally $25, plus you receive a free bag and a free lanyard if you buy them from our store. And if you're buying multiple tickets, that adds up, you know, pretty quick. And then, of course, all the Central Bank locations, they are available. So definitely check them out. The Parade of Homes goes for 3 weekends. So 2 weeks, 3 weekends. And they are open Tuesday through Saturday from noon to 9, closed on Mondays. So it's really inexpensive entertainment. Bring your friends, bring your, you know, significant other, your kids. Go check out some great trends and ideas. And then hopefully incorporate that in your own homes in some way. Today, I am so excited because we have Mikelle Despain from Jones Paint and Glass on the show with us today. She's a regular. She's been on before. She's the digital marketing director for Jones Paint and Glass. Welcome back.
Thank you. I'm so happy to be here.
It's so good to see you again. So, you know, with the Parade of Homes, one of the most requested items is, where did you get that paint and what color is it? What sheen is it? Mikelle, help us out. first and foremost, how did you get involved in this business? And then we'll ask you, of course, some other questions and trends and what's going on at Jones Paint and Glass as well after that.
Yeah, so I actually got my start working in the call center for a national painting company franchise.
Wow.
And that's where I first learned about paint. I started doing blogs for them on color designs and talking to all the franchisees about the different color trends that were going on across the nation. And then somehow that turned into suddenly I was doing marketing for them. And then I left that company and started doing marketing with Jones Paint and Glass. And it all just flowed seamlessly. And I love design. If I didn't end up doing marketing, I probably would have gone into interior design if I could. And this is a good way to merge those two passions.
100%. You're hired anytime you want to come to Osmond Designs. You're
Thank you.
incredible.
I can't wait.
In fact, when we were sitting in the lobby before the show, tell us what happened.
I feel like Jeff should say.
All right, Jeff, so what happened?
Okay.
This is so
Jeff's
cool.
story.
So I arrive at work here today, and my producer on Jeff Caplan's Afternoon News, Jessica Lowell, says my boyfriend had just bought a house, and I think he closed a few days ago. But take a look at these pictures. Look at the walls. And they're all gray, a light gray. And she said, it feels so cold, so institutional. I'm thinking about doing this wall in this dark orange, and she shows me a picture, and I'm like, "Ugh, why are you going to do that?"
You're horrified.
And she argued that that's trendy, and I said, I don't know anything. That's so 15 years ago. And Mikelle is waiting
walks
in the lobby. The paint lady is there, and I said, Jessica, come on over. And they had a conversation. Turns out I was wrong.
Well, Jeff, you were wrong about a couple things. First of all, it wasn't orange.
I love it. Getting called out on KSL.
It was this warm, earthy brown that, yes, did have some.
Wait, that was brown?
It had some red and yellow tones in it. It was a little bit more orangey, but it was earthy and warm, and you could feel exactly what she was envisioning, which was cuddling up in the winter in this warm home with a beautiful hearth and enjoying some hot cocoa or whatever it is she drinks.
Yeah.
Well, good for her, but I'm going to be uncomfortable if I ever visit.
That's because all you hear is orange, and all you saw was orange. Nobody likes orange, but we like the warm, earthy brown.
Was it a trendy color, though? Was it right now kind of thing?
Yeah. I mean, it wasn't the exact beautiful, earthy, warm browns that a lot of people would envision when you say that. But we're also trying to bring in those bold styles and personality of the people that are in the home. And for her, that's what translates into a warm, cozy winter evening. So, yes.
Mikelle, I'm just trying to salvage my dignity. That's all.
Even though it is May now, almost June. She's already preparing for the fall and the winter. You'd be so proud, Jeff.
I mean, let's be honest. It's Utah. You get summer for several months. Yes, you do. But then everything else is winter.
I know. What's going on with the summer?
Even spring is winter. In fact, I got out of my car today, and there were these white fluffy things flying around. And I was like, I honestly don't know if that's a snow flurry or some pollen off of a tree, because it could literally be either.
Oh, my gosh. Hopefully you're not allergic to that. Okay, Mikelle, so what is trending in paint right now? That's what everyone wants to know, and it's always changing, so we'll tell you what it is this week.
Yes, this week. I like to be bold and say it's for this year, but you never know. Right now, we're seeing a trend toward bringing in, like we were talking about, the warm, earthy tones from outside. We want to bring the outdoors in. We want it to be warm and inviting and comforting. But there's also this fun balance that I personally love, which is some bold, personal design colors. So it's the balance between the warm, inviting outdoors in, and then some splashes of personality.
And paint is one of the most inexpensive ways that you really can transform the personality in a room. So you can paint a headboard wall. You can paint an entire room. I love a little more drama in a half bath specifically, or a master bedroom where you put an upholstered headboard up against a great navy blue is absolutely stunning. It's timeless. Like we're saying, those burnt oranges are trending and are beautiful. We did come from that HGTV Joanna Gaines where everything was black and white. And as an interior designer, more than ever, I'm going into homes. And like Jeff was just mentioning, those light pale grays, the all white walls and trim, they're very cold.
Yeah.
And we're going in and repainting a lot of that right now.
Yeah, exactly. The white can be, it was big for a long time because we saw it as a canvas, but it's clinical.
It is.
And the cold grays aren't popular anymore because we want to bring in that warmth. So I totally agree. Step away from the black and white and go into some more warm earth tones.
And definitely later on in the show, we're going to talk about some sheens, some tips and tricks on how you can decide what's best and right for your space. There's always national trends, and then there's Utah trends. So what we do in Utah is a lot different than what we're doing nationally. So it's good to be educated, know what's out there, and then, your home really is a reflection of who you are. And so you need to personalize that and make sure that you love it, because there are a lot of trends that maybe are not right for you. And that's okay too. As an interior designer, my job is to help you incorporate and blend all of that so it is beautiful. You're listening to the KSL Real Estate Show. Stay tuned. We're going to be right back.
911, what's your emergency?
They kidnapped my son.
What would you do if your child disappeared and someone you trusted was responsible?
We thought he cared for Mikelle, when in fact he didn't care for anyone.
Listen to Ransom now at ransompodcast.com.
You know how to book flights and hotels. All you're missing is a tool to plan the travel experiences you'll have once you arrive. That's why you need Viator. Book guided tours, excursions, and more in one place. There are over 300,000 travel experiences to choose from, so you can find something for everyone. And Viator offers free cancellation and 24/7 customer support for worry-free travel. Download the Viator app now and use code Viator10 for 10% off your first booking in the app. Find travel experiences for you. Do more with Viator.
Guys, are you still dealing with loss of energy, poor sleep, weight gain, and even ED? Revive Men's Health Salt Lake City offers guaranteed low T and ED treatments. And this month only, qualified patients get a free 1-month supply of personalized ED medication, plus a free ED treatment producing immediate results. Availability is limited. Book your free exam and consultation today. Call 801-263-7777. That's 801-263-7777. Or visit ReviveMen'sHealth.com.
You know that Big Bargain detergent jug is 80% water, right?
80% water? I thought I was getting a better deal because it's so big.
If you want a better clean, Tide Pods are only 12% water. The rest is pure, concentrated cleaning ingredients.
Ooh, pass me the intercom thingy.
Attention shoppers. If you want a real deal, try Tide Pods.
Don't pay for water. Pay for clean. If it's got to be clean, it's got to be Tide Pods.
Water content based on the leading bargain liquid detergent.
Some people just know the more you protect, the more you save with Allstate. Because they know insurance math. Like if you protect your home and auto, Allstate can save you up to 25%. So it's like losing money if you don't bundle. Save more when you protect more. Bundle home and auto with Allstate today.
Bundled savings vary by state and are not available in every state. Saving up to 25% is the countrywide average of the maximum available savings off the home policy. Allstate Vehicle and Property Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
We're back with the KSL Real Estate Show, sponsored by Osmond Designs on KSL News Radio.
Welcome back to the Real Estate Show, and thank you for listening. I'm Jeff Caplan. Heather Osmond is here from Osmond Designs. Her stores are in Lehigh and Orem.
Yes, they are, Jeff. And today we have Mikelle Despain. She is the Digital Marketing Director for Jones Paint and Glass, which is a local company. I personally love Jones Paint and Glass so much. Welcome back to the show.
Thank you.
We've had you on before, and previously we talked about some of the trends of what is going on in the country. What is the paint of the year?
Oh, gosh, what is the paint of the year? That's such a loaded question because there are many.
There are many.
There are many. We are seeing, we talked about before the break, we're seeing a lot of those warmer neutrals. So no more white. No more cold gray. We're looking at more of the warmer grays, the creams, the warm whites, and we're also seeing some of the blues and greens inspired by nature, which I personally love. because I am an outdoorsy Utah girl, which is cliche, but it is what it is. So those sage greens, the coastal blues, you can even get the emeralds in there too. For me, I love the navy blue. It's one of my favorite paint colors. So yeah, blue, green, and warm neutrals.
Absolutely. And I believe that those national trending colors are Utah colors as well. They're definitely family friendly. The trend that I always hear that people want is, I just want something that's timeless. And I hear that and I smile because I know nothing is timeless, but there are definitely some things that are more timeless than others. So it's like when you dress yourself in the morning, when you go shopping, everyone, as women, we want just a classic black dress. We want a pencil skirt. We want, the white sweaters, and all of those things are worth investing in because you're going to be wearing those for years and years and years. So you want to buy quality. And then there's just the accessories that maybe can be a little more trendy, that update your outfit. And I feel like paint's the same way. So you don't want to paint your entire room or your entire home orange, maybe. But
Jeff, do you want to paint your
going back
entire
to
room
the
orange?
Going to take a pass here.
You're going to get tired of that really quickly. It's the same with wallpapers, big, bold florals and things like that.
But when you change the color of a room, don't you run into the problem of, now we have to get different carpet and the couches don't match and all of that?
If you do it wrong, yes, Jeff. If you do it correctly, hopefully you can still incorporate a lot of those things and you don't have to spend $50,000 to renovate a room. So we can hopefully choose a paint color that coordinates with your flooring, whether that be hardwood or rugs or carpet. We hopefully can choose a paint color that works with your sofa. If you've purchased a neutral, timeless, typical, beautiful sofa, then it will work.
Yep, that's a great point. So we were talking earlier about how those white walls were seen as a canvas for your home because you could do whatever color furniture you want. But I think that's actually backwards. You want to have the neutral base furniture, the neutral woods and floors, and then everything else is the accent. The walls are the accent. The accent throw pillows bring in the color. And if you've got that base for your furniture, then you don't have to switch that out every time you want to redecorate your room.
100%. And time is money too. So just getting the right team to help you. Jones Paint and Glass, they're a local business. I love supporting local businesses because I am a local business. I'm a homeowner. I'm an investor. I know how much time and energy and passion I have for my own business. And so I really love supporting local businesses. Tell us about all of the locations that Jones Paint and Glass has across the Wasatch Front.
Yes, so we have multiple locations, Provo, Orem, American Fork. We're also down south, Cedar City, and St. George. We've got Vernal and Roosevelt, and we're opening a new location in Payson this summer.
Wow. That's amazing. All right. Hearing it first on the KSL show. Love that.
There you go.
So paint colors, you carry PPG brand, Benjamin Moore.
Yeah.
What am I missing?
Those are our main brands. And we were talking about local businesses and how they're a little bit different. And I think the experience of purchasing paint at Jones Paint and Glass is a really great example of that. You walk into a big box store, you're going to go to the wall of colors, you're going to pick out, whatever card you want, you're going to go to the people and they're going to say, okay, you want this? Okay, good. And then mix it, right?
But if you can find someone in the big box store as part of the Jones.
If you can find someone, exactly. But at Jones Paint and Glass, we have the paint experts there and they're going to come up to you and they're going to ask about your project. They're going to say, what room are you doing? Do you have a color in mind? Do you have a feeling in mind? Do you know what you want? Do you want to use we've got a kiosk there where you can envision the color in the room and try on different colors in different spaces. And they'll help you choose the right paint. They'll help you explore the different colors. They'll help you brainstorm which sheen's going to be right for your purposes. And you're going to walk away with so much more confidence than I personally have walked out of a big box store with a gallon of paint thinking, I hope this is right.
Do you encourage customers to come in with pictures of the room?
Absolutely. Bring in pictures of the room that you're going to redesign. Bring in pictures of the room that you're inspired by. Something else we can do is if you've got a color from a throw pillow that you want to bring into an accent wall, bring the throw pillow, because we have color matchers where we can take that pillow, scan it, and pull out the exact color that you want.
It's the coolest thing ever, Jeff. Technology. I'm over here just smiling from ear to ear.
I'm just thinking you're going to show up to buy paint with 90 throw pillows.
We need to match all of these, please.
It's a better match. I have personally made the mistake of trying to take a picture of the textile that I wanted to match, and the picture on the cell phone isn't nearly as accurate as bringing it in. So bring it in.
Yes, before the show, I was telling Jeff, we talk about throw pillows all the time on the show, and we just landed 90 new throw pillows that will be showcased in the parade. Pillows. But really, they do add to the inspiration of the room. If you find a throw pillow that you want, then you can match your rug, you can match your paint, all of those things. Yep. And that really is the most important part. And it's easier to match the paint to a fabric that you love than backwards.
Yep. And because I'm in the paint industry, I usually go for paint first and then I scramble to find the pillow match.
Yeah.
But you're in the design industry, so you go with throw pillow and then paint. I think yours is better.
Mikelle, we could talk for hours. This is so much fun. But you're listening to the KSL Real Estate Show. Stay tuned because we have a lot more of tips and tricks to share with you. Thanks so much.
911, what's your emergency?
They kidnapped my son.
What would you do if your child disappeared and someone you trusted was responsible?
We thought he cared for McKay, when in fact he didn't care for anyone.
Listen to Ransom now at ransompodcast.com.
As a major research institution, Arizona State University offers the most online bachelor's degree programs, along with world-class faculty and dedicated support. Discover why ASU is ranked #1 in innovation for 9 consecutive years. Tap to learn more.
You know how to book flights and hotels. All you're missing is a tool to plan the travel experiences you'll have once you arrive. That's why you need Viator. Book guided tours, excursions, and more in one place. There are over 300,000 travel experiences to choose from, so you can find something for everyone. And Viator offers free cancellation and 24/7 customer support for worry-free travel. Download the Viator app now and use code Viator10 for 10% off your first booking in the app. Find travel experiences for you. Do more with Viator.
Guys, are you still dealing with loss of energy, poor sleep, weight gain, and even ED? Revive Men's Health Salt Lake City offers guaranteed low T and ED treatments. And this month only, qualified patients get a free 1-month supply of personalized ED medication, plus a free ED treatment producing immediate results. Availability is limited. Book your free exam and consultation today. Call 801-263-7777. That's 801-263-7777. Or visit ReviveMen'sHealth.com.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance engineer, he hears things differently. To the untrained ear, everything on his shop floor might sound fine, but he can hear gears grinding or a belt slipping. So he steps in to fix the problem at hand before it gets out of hand. And he knows Grainger's got the right product he needs to get the job done, which is music to his ears. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Welcome to the KSL Real Estate Show. Hear updates on the national and local Utah real estate markets. We cover residential and commercial properties. Plus, get inspiring ideas to make your house a home from our sponsor, Osmond Designs. Here's Heather Osmond and Jeff Caplan on KSL News Radio.
Welcome to the Real Estate Show. Thank you for listening. I'm Jeff Caplan. Heather Osmond is here from Osmond Designs. Her stores are in Lehigh and Orem.
As an interior designer, Jeff, I have the opportunity to go into so many homes that are here and located in Utah. I've been doing this for over 22 years, so I've seen everything. Right now, we're doing the Utah Valley Parade of Homes. One of the very first questions that I always get asked as an interior designer is, I want to repaint. What color should I do? And of course, that just opens up an assortment of questions. Well, it depends. What are your goals? How do you want this to look? How do you want it to feel? Today we have Mikelle Despain. She's the digital marketing director for Jones Paint and Glass on the show with us today. Welcome back.
Thank you. I'm so glad to be here.
This is so much fun. So if you missed the first 2 episodes, definitely go to kslradio.com and go to their podcast section so you can re-listen to those. There have definitely been some great tips and tricks that I think are so valuable that you definitely do not want to miss. But for this segment, we're going to talk a little bit about paint technology. It's not just choosing a gallon of paint and, oh, I like this color anymore. There are so many different variables to these paint finishes. You know, what are you applying it to? They have good, better, best within each of those categories, within the brands and the colors. Mikelle, fill us in.
Yes, and this is an important yet often overlooked part of the paint buying process because the color is the exciting part and the technology is the boring part. But choosing a quality paint product means that the color is going to last longer. It's not going to fade, and you're not going to have to repaint as frequently. So that's one of the benefits of going to Jones Paint and Glass is they'll help you decide, because you're right, depending on the finish, depending on the surface, depending on the room, you're going to want a different type of paint and a different finish. And Jones Paint and Glass will take all of that guesswork out, so you don't have to Google or ask Chat GPT and try to figure it out on your own. The experts will help figure it out for you.
Yes, and paint can be expensive when you're doing an entire home. You don't want to mess that up.
That's right. If you're going to put in the time and money investment to try to get something painted, then you might as well spend enough that it's going to last a long time.
Oh, and I've had so many homeowners that have said, we painted this paint on the walls or on the cabinets, and now it looks pink, or now it looks purple, or now it looks yellow, and they hate it. And, after you've spent $20,000 or $50,000 or whatever, not only on the paint, but also on the labor to do that, that is the worst case scenario.
What is that? Is that perception, or does it mix a little bit different or dry differently on a wall? Whose fault is it?
Whose fault
Who do we blame?
It's a few different things. So first, the paint color does change in the light of the room, and that's why we always recommend you get one of the sample paints to bring home and paint it and watch it throughout the day. And there are some simulators you can do too if you don't want to bring home and paint a little patch on your wall, where you can see how it changes in the different sunlight. But then it also depends on the surface that you're painting on. It depends on the other colors in the room. There's so many things that could impact that. Also, the paint quality. If it's a bad quality paint, then it's going to show up duller.
For sure. And oftentimes it's just how your room faces too, and how many windows there are, and what color your hardwood floors are. Because if they have orange undertones or, yellow undertones, that will reflect differently as well.
So the paint chip gets you pretty darn close, but that's about it.
The paint chip will get you close-ish, but it really can be such a vast transformation between the beginning of the day to the end of the day to your actual room, where it faces in the sun. So bringing that paint color home and painting just a small patch and watching it throughout the day is going to give you the best idea of what it's going to look like. And we do have, I can't remember what they're actually called, but they're stickers that you put on the wall. It's about the size of a normal letter size paper. Put it on the wall, paint on that. It's going to simulate the wall. And you'll be able to test the paint color and then take it down. So you don't have, 4 different paint colors sitting on your wall until you finally get up the energy to paint the entire room.
Exactly. So I would never recommend to go into a paint store and choose your paint color off a 1-inch by 1-inch swatch that you think, oh, that's a good color. I think we should do that. Yeah. It's a really bad idea. So
risk.
Lots of risk. Yeah, you have more risk than I do personally. But I would definitely buy a quart, a gallon, whatever that you feel comfortable with, and paint it specifically on your wall. And maybe, pick your top 2 or 3 favorites and experiment and make sure that you love it. You should walk in and know exactly which one is right for you because you've painted a large enough sample that you know it's correct.
Yeah, and Jones Paint and Glass has the little samples. I'm holding up my hands now, which you can't see because we're on the radio, but it's a very small, super affordable. Last time I checked, it was somewhere between $5-7 just for this tiny little thing of paint. So you can get a few different colors and try it out in your house without having to make the gallon investment.
Excellent. Okay, there are new products that just hit the market. It's hard for me to keep up on all of this, so that's why we have Mikelle.
Yeah, there's a couple things I'm excited about. So the first is matte paint is getting a whole new technology that makes it so it's more durable. So that used to be one of those paints that we would save for the rooms that didn't get as much traffic.
Or the ceiling.
Or the ceiling. But now there's new technology coming out, so you can have that beautiful satin paint in some of the higher traffic rooms, and it's still going to be durable. And I'm personally excited about that because the satin velvety texture of that paint is so pretty to me.
I think that's amazing, specifically in an office. I think that just feels right for that space. But like you were saying, it is harder to clean, or has been in the past. So that is something that I look forward to, learning more about. Let's talk a little bit about the interior trends and exterior trends. We spent a little time talking about interiors. What's going on in the exteriors?
Yes, so exterior is a little bit of the same. We're still having those warmer neutrals, which is always, we've talked about the timeless look, and timeless look is warm neutrals. And then we also are seeing more of the moody colors. So the irons or the darker blacks or even plummy blacks that have a little bit of purple undertones in them if you want to be a little bit more bold. And some of those will look great if you have the modern windows that have the black windows or the copper rain gutters or, any of those fun accents that pair super well. And I've seen a lot of those in the Parade of Homes, actually.
Yes. In the Parade of Homes, it's a little more fun because you can be bold, and people really appreciate that. People are spending $25 for each of these tickets, and they don't just want to see white walls and beige furniture. They want to see edgy and fun and dramatic things. And I think paint is a great way to do that. Some of the colors that I'm loving right now specifically are on interior doors. Most homes, I'd say 98% of all doors just have, or homes, I should say, have just white doors.
Yeah.
So a really great way to update your home is maybe just to add a little cream to your doors, a little, grayish.
Yes.
People are doing charcoal gray on their doors, black interior doors. It's inexpensive, but makes it feel a little more designer and a little more custom, which is really fun.
And then you can have some fun with the hardware too.
Right?
And then suddenly it's like a piece of your home and the design instead of this one thing that was in the way when you wanted to get between rooms.
Exactly. It becomes part of the decor, much like lighting used to just be lights, and now it's decoration.
Love it.
It's so beautiful.
I'm considering this. What would it look like? Charcoal doors in my house instead of the white doors. And I'm having a hard time envisioning it, and I'm scared. This changes everything.
It does.
It does. In a good way, Jeff. And like Mikelle is saying, you go and you buy a sample size and you paint a door one side.
Charcoal gray door. Does that match the warm orange?
That warm orange story. We're going back to that. Yes, in a previous episode, we were just talking about one of Jeff's producers that her boyfriend just purchased a home. And she is envisioning, fall and winter and having this beautiful, cozy, warm, inviting orange. And Jeff, we were saying, orange is usually not one of those, appeal to the masses colors. But if she loves it, I think that's incredible.
Except it wasn't orange.
It wasn't orange. It had some orangey tones, but it wasn't orange.
It's brown.
When I hear orange, I think and
pumpkin.
Maybe because I'm Utah, but I think construction zone.
I think I-15.
I think I-15.
The barrels. I love it. Yeah, we're not talking that.
We're not talking that.
No.
It's exactly what you said. Think like fall in Utah. That orange, that brownish, reddish, yellowish, beautiful fall color.
Almost just like cinnamon stick.
Yeah.
I don't know how else to describe that on the radio, but just beautiful, right? I'm loving the deep greens with the oranges, the mustard yellows with that entire color tone. Mikelle, you touched on this earlier, but just bringing that outside in. So any of those organic colors that you see in nature, people are bringing those in. And my philosophy on that is we're just busy. I think we're busier than ever. We're making half as much money. Maybe we're working twice as hard and we're tired. And so we really just want our homes to be a place that we can rest, that can be warm and inviting, and that we love to be. And that's what paint can do for you.
Yeah. I mean, it seems almost biological too,
Yeah.
Wanting to be outdoors, and we don't get enough of it.
Yeah, specifically in Utah, right? We live in one of the most beautiful states in the entire country. And most of these homes have multi-million-dollar views, specifically, and depending on the city that you live in.
Mm-hmm.
So take that in, make that part of your design, and incorporate some of those outdoor features in your home. Not only do you do interior, exterior paint, you also do stains.
Yes, we do.
You do those arbors, those beams in your home. You do all of that as well.
Yeah, I mean, there's lots of options and stains, and a lot of people don't think about that, but you can transform the feel of a room even with changing the stain of the wood in the room. And one of my favorite things with stains is that it can pair with the paint. So anytime I'm thinking of a paint color, I look at the paint color, I'm like, okay, yes, this is a beautiful color. What goes with it? And it's usually something natural, because that's what the trends are, is it's bringing that natural in. But like a light wood with a certain paint is going to look totally different than a dark wood with a certain paint. And it just depends on what feel you like the best. And so being able to have that option to restain something and bring in something warmer, something cooler, just with that is really incredible.
You can find everything at Jones Paint and Glass with locations all across the Wasatch Front. You're listening to the KSL Real Estate Show. Stay tuned. We're going to be right back.
911, what's your emergency?
They kidnapped my son.
What would you do if your child disappeared and someone you trusted was responsible?
We thought he cared for McKay, when in fact he didn't care for anyone.
Listen to Ransom now at ransompodcast.com.
You know how to book flights and hotels. All you're missing is a tool to plan the travel experiences you'll have once you arrive. That's why you need Viator. Book guided tours, excursions, and more in one place. There are over 300,000 travel experiences to choose from, so you can find something for everyone. And Viator offers free cancellation and 24/7 customer support for worry-free travel. Download the Viator app now and use code Viator10 for 10% off your first booking in the app. Find travel experiences for you. Do more with Viator.
Guys, are you still dealing with loss of energy, poor sleep, weight gain, and even ED? Revive Men's Health Salt Lake City offers guaranteed low T and ED treatments. And this month only, qualified patients get a free 1-month supply of personalized ED medication, plus a free ED treatment producing immediate results. Availability is limited. Book your free exam and consultation today. Call 801-263-7777. That's 801-263-7777. Or visit ReviveMen'sHealth.com.
Some people just know there's a better way to do things. Like bundling your home and auto insurance with Allstate. Or going to the grocery store for milk instead of buying your own cow. You know there's an easier and better way. Save up to 25% when you bundle home and auto with Allstate.
Bundled savings vary by state and are not available in every state. Saving up to 25% is the countrywide average of the maximum available savings off the home policy. Allstate Vehicle and Property Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
This is the story of the one. As head of maintenance at a concert hall, he knows the show must always go on. That's why he works behind the scenes, ensuring every light is working, the HVAC is humming, and his facility shines. With Grainger's supplies and solutions for every challenge he faces, plus 24/7 customer support, his venue never misses a beat. Call quickgrainger.com or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
We're back with the KSL Real Estate Show, sponsored by Osmond Designs on KSL News Radio.
Welcome back to the Real Estate Show. Thanks for listening. I'm Jeff Caplan. Heather Osmond is here from Osmond Designs. Her stores are in Lehigh and Orem.
Yes, they are, Jeff. And today I've been looking forward because we have had Mikelle Despain, the digital marketing director for Jones Paint and Glass, on the show with us. It's been so much fun to catch up with you, Mikelle.
I love this.
We just squeal, not only on the air, but off the air about paints and, colors and textures and the new stuff that's coming in for interior and exterior paint. But I think one thing that a lot of our listeners don't know about is that you also sell windows and doors at Jones Paint and Glass.
Yeah, in fact, that's a big bulk of the business is Jones Paint and Glass. Their location in Provo manufactures vinyl windows. And they can be completely customized, the exterior color, if you want to have those black frames or the copper, or the adobe, whatever the color is that you want to bring in, we can do that in any shape or size or types of internal grills or anything like that. So, and manufactured right here in Utah. Let's support local business, right?
And you service them,
and
right?
We service them.
That's huge.
So,
if something goes wrong, you call up Jones Paint and Glass and they come and fix it. It's weird.
Not just for the Jones Paint and Glass windows, but we've got some of the top windows manufacturers that we offer as well. So Marvin Windows, Anderson Windows and Doors, we do those too. Install them, service them, come out to your home and do an on-site estimate so you can talk to someone. If you're not sure what type of window you want, they will come. They will show you pictures. They will give you their advice. They will help you determine what type of energy efficiency is going to be best for which windows face which part of the sun. And it just takes out all of the questions.
All the questions. So there's grids or no grids. That's always a thing, right? And then what pattern of grids you want.
Yeah.
And then there's also, the slider or the casement.
Yeah.
Anything I'm missing?
No, I think there's so many options. I didn't know until I started working with Jones Paint and Glass a decade ago how many different window options there are. And it really does, that's another thing that can make your home look different from the outside. And you don't think about it very often, but changing the windows really does have an effect on the curb appeal.
100%. And I just love opening the windows and having a screen that works.
Yes.
And
we do screen repairs too.
It's weird. Yeah, you buy a remodel home, which I just did within the last few days. And I already called Jones Paint and Glass and they're coming out. They will be making sure that everything is serviced and working correctly. And I just really appreciate you guys. Central Bank is the title sponsor for the Parade of Homes with the Osmond Design Store. And we are both so excited because we get to sell discount tickets. So make sure you check out Osmond Designs and Central Bank. In fact, if you're listening to the KSL show right now and you visit the Orem or Lehigh location, if you are the first one in, you will receive 2 free tickets valued at $50. Plus, you receive a free bag and a free lanyard for each of those tickets. So come in and check out Osmond Designs, get your Parade of Homes tickets. Also, Central Bank is the sponsor of this KSL Real Estate Show, and they have been in business for 130 years here in Utah. Homegrown, they do not actually do a lot of loan servicing outside of the state. So they just specifically invest in Utah, which I absolutely love. So we have Jones Paint and Glass, Osmond Designs, Central Bank, all local businesses on the show today. Thank you, Central Bank, for your partnership. Mikelle, how do people find Jones Paint and Glass? Give us one more shout out of where you're located.
Yes, so Jones Paint and Glass is in Provo, American Fork, Cedar City, St. George, Roosevelt, and Vernal. And we have a new Payson location opening up this summer.
So just a few locations.
Just a few, 1 or 2. You can find all of the locations on jonespg.com. Also, just search Jones Paint and Glass. We'll pop right up.
That's amazing. And if you're looking for a loan, a HELOC loan, so that you can go buy new windows at Jones Paint and Glass, definitely check out Central Bank. They're a partner, and I personally love them, not only for my personal banking, but my business banking. I've done construction loans with them, home loans, car loans, home savings plans, or youth savings plans, I should say. Thank you, Central Bank. Thank you, Jeff Caplan, for being on the show with us today. Always a pleasure to host with you. And don't forget to stop by the Parade of Homes, because you might just find your dream paint color on one of these homes' walls. Thank you so much for joining us today. We'll be back next week.
911, emergency.
They kidnapped my son.
What would you do if your child disappeared and someone you trusted was responsible?
We thought he cared for McKay, when in fact he didn't care for anyone.
Listen to Ransom now at ransompodcast.com.